Matt coming back with another SafuuGO video. Before we get into it, can you Mike Tyson the like and subscribe button? Here we are, the big news, providing a catalyst toward SGO price appreciation. Everything comes down to trial and error throughout the past performance. We have undergone trials the past 17 days and training the SafuuGO AI. And so, I mean, I don't know. For me, I don't know about you, but I don't know what AI is there. Maybe artificial imposter or Australian imposter. But all right, let's go back to their announcement. We have discovered throughout these trials by manually adding partnership LPs that bots are too incentivized in this environment, which therefore puts a complete damper on the SafuuGO price appreciation. To achieve true price appreciation, sustained growth for SGO, I've decided today to delist and remove all partner LPs from SafuuGO platform entirely. At this point, it's not only necessary to protect investors, but boost our community sentiment. This also is more than evident that the manual partner liquidity pools, which are not partnerships, none of these projects. There's one project that asked them. Yep, Mike Brantley just chimed in there. Yep, thanks for joining the live stream, Mike. And you're right, the partnerships are no more. And well, one, there was never actually partnerships. This is Brian just providing LP and calling it a partnership to try to suck people in, going, "Hey, look, the drip community is behind this. The singularity, the singularity net of, the SDAO community is behind it. No one was behind it." And what was it, the one token or whatever, one of the projects, the guy's asking Brian to remove it. But this just shows, this announcement is basically, that was the whole point of SafuuGO, is that you're supposed to have this arbitrage. Now they're removing all these LPs, which basically gives it that just shows that there's nothing there. And so, yeah, okay, the price is going up a little bit, whether that's manipulation or something. I haven't dove into that. You can see the volume's down 50%. And might be a few people kind of getting excited, but overall, it just shows how much bullshit is going on in this project. And my personal opinion is that, and if you want a good spot to go, you can go to the Brood. I could put a link later in there, but the BroodFi Discord. Sorry, there's some people that have done a lot of research on Safu, any Brian Legend project, but you can see too. So let's just kind of go back. I get sidetracked easy. I got a attention span of a goldfish here, but it just shows that this is bullshit. The one thing that they're trying to say that the utility for SafuuGO were these LP, the arbitrage, the triangular arbitrage, and now those are gone because some of those people are having Brian trying to undo that, because it was not really giving any incentive to that project drip or whatever, the one token, whatever project that was. And also you can go on CoinGecko and see that pretty much pretty much most of the liquidity is just going with the wrapped BNB. So that was pretty much the main trading pair. It's like 95%. So no one is really trading these other ones. It wasn't doing anything for the project, but he's trying to like blame it on the artificial intelligence, which if you go here to, sorry about that. The following token has variable tax functions on the smart contract to change tax rates post deployment. And so, you can see there's warnings on both CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. If you had a smart contract that was dialed in and they couldn't flag those, then there'd be no warnings. Not every project has those, but it's easy to play the victim. Right here, Go Plus Labs, the smart contract of the following asset can be modified by contract creator. For example, disable selling, change fees, mint new tokens, transfer tokens. Please exercise caution. But you can go down here and you can see, let's see the markets. You can see that it's like 94% just the SafuuGO wrapped BNB, and then with Safu, that's like another 4%. So like 98% of the trading volume was just that. So that doesn't really actually change the game much, because not very many people are actually trading these LPs. Maybe the bots or whatever. No one is really making money with the arbitrage. So it was just Truth Seeker chimed in. I guess the AI being 8 years ahead of its time still isn't enough. And I can't just, I don't know. I just find it baffling that it's so easy for people to buy into the fact that he said in under a month he created the most revolutionary AI in the world. And so that just boggles my mind. And he did it under a month. And like you said there, he said it was 8 years ahead of its time. And that's just complete BS that it wasn't 8 years ahead of his time. And so to me, like too, is if you look at um it's a pretty cool video and a little bit of a sidetrack here, but we're actually getting into some companies that are actually, have real AI. If you go to the whole Mars catalog, he mostly has got videos of his self-driving Tesla, but right here he has an amazing video, and I only watched it for a second today. I'm just gonna pull it up and not going to watch much. I'll just show you a screenshot. He's got him and two buddies. One's in the Waymo self-driving car. One's in the Cruise self-driving car, and he's in his Tesla, and they're all going from the same spot to somewhere else in San Francisco. And if you think about it, that's amazing. So in San Francisco, there's actually, you can actually, and I don't know if it's just beta and you don't actually pay for it, but in San Francisco, you can actually get in a Cruise car or you can get in a Waymo car and it drives you around and there's no driver in it. And that's what this is right here. Is you can see that there's the three screens. His Tesla where he's in it, ready to take over. And then you got his two buddies, one in the Cruise right here. That might be no, actually, I think this is the Cruise and then this is the Waymo. And then it shows them right here. And I think the Tesla wins, but look at the artificial intelligence involved for these cars to drive by themselves. It's an amazing, um, it's an amazing amount of technology, but can they trade the drip as good as SafuuGO AI? Yeah, I don't know, man. That AI is amazing. It's tough to know, man. That Brian Legend came up with amazing AI. I mean, I think that these cars right here are probably using artificial intelligence that Brian Legend came up with. To be honest with you, he's just trying to keep that secret, and he doesn't want to promote that. So, anyways, the big announcement just shows how much bullshit they were. Is that they were trying to make those LP pools and call them partnerships to make it try. I think he was really trying to suck people in from Drip from these other communities, and S down. He's trying to suck people in and then make it look like it give the project legitimacy. And at the same time, you go back to that, and I don't have it right here now, but where he was touting I guess it was on Twitter. And so actually today too, we'll pull that up in a minute. He's talking about Vulcan blockchain. He's trying to kind of distract. We can pull it up on Twitter real quick. Actually, just copy this real quick and go to Twitter. But when he's talking about really you don't want the project founder talking about how rich you're going to be. And to me, that's a red flag for a project is when they're talking about how rich you're going to be. And I showed this yesterday, but the person that showed the screenshot of him talking about how SafuuGO could be basically $44,000 and $92,000 within 24 hours. Obviously, that never happened. It's climbing now, whether that's manipulation or some people actually thinking that it's going to be good. But here 4 hours ago, he's tweeting, looking after the best interests of community investors is without exception at the forefront of business decisions and will always be treated as the most important thing. I realize the development of Vulcan Chain has taken longer than first envisioned, but we are committed to bringing crypto the most secure and revolutionary layer one. So that's just bullshit right there. I mean, it's probably not going to be the most secure one, and it's probably not going to be the most revolutionary blockchain. I guess if I'm proven wrong, hey man, that's fine. But so here if you just analyze this tweet, he's talking about looking at the best interests of community investors at the same time making these bold claims it's going to be the most secure, most revolutionary layer one. So there's a contradiction there because you're trying to convince them of something that is probably not going to be, which is actually in Brian's best interest because he wants people to invest in his blockchain. And also trying to tell people how rich they're going to be, and he's going to buy an airport. And what about Safuu Airlines? Did he actually ever have plans to launch Safuu Airlines? You just look at all this different stuff right here. Brian, the FOMO creator, currently be traded at $78. Now it has gone up, but so you can see that there's kind of a contradiction here because he's, if you look at his actions, most of his actions are not, or maybe all of his actions are, but definitely a large majority of them aren't in the interest of the community. Because why would you try to over pump how rich everyone's going to be? Because you want people to FOMO in. Now, to me, I don't see any other reason why you'd want to make people just tell them how rich they're going to be. Do you see Vitalik running around telling how rich everyone rich they're going to be with Ethereum? You don't. And then also when people saying that Brian's not Vulcan, and he's talking about Vulcan right here, I don't know anyone else that's really talking about Vulcan blockchain, but I don't know. That's just me. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about SafuuGO basically getting rid of their all partner LPs. And do you really think that there's any artificial intelligence at all? The smart contract can be basically changed at any time. And so there's warnings on both CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap. If you really look at the AI that's really getting made, like ChatGPT, the AI that Tesla, the Waymo, Cruise has, I think maybe Tesla, in some ways, and these other companies are just basically in like maybe San Francisco, LA, Phoenix, where Tesla is driving around getting this data all over the country, all over the world. So I think Tesla, is gathering a lot of data, and their car looks like a normal car. These other cars have all these, weird cameras and stuff on it. They don't really look cool, where the Tesla looks cool. So, that's real AI. So that's, what I want people to do is, in the end, you're going to make your own decision, but is look at what companies are actually doing and implementing amazing artificial intelligence. And then you look back is it good when the founders constantly telling you how rich you're going to be? And why are they trying to do that? And then they tweet about how this is in your best interest. And so, you just got to step back and do your own analysis. But to me, I just see it as basically that's like the handbook in the crypto is you try to build all this hype and FOMO around your project. And typically in the beginning is when the best chance there is to make money. It didn't go the way that Brian Legend wanted to. He's trying to get it to rebound. And also he was talking about the RVOL token. So he's trying to get a new token out there to make money. Now that SafuuGO's dying, he's turning his attention back to Vulcan blockchain, where a lot of people sacrificed. And so I don't know. And then also yesterday, he was also trying to hint at, did somebody say utility could be something coming that will benefit SafuuGO with great impact? And he was trying to show an airline, plane or whatever. And so, who knows? He'll say anything to bring FOMO in to get people to come in. And to me, that's a big red flag. So that's all I got for today. Let me know in the comments. What you're thinking about SafuuGO, what you think about Brian Legend, and some of these things that seem to be coming out every day, every hour. So thanks for watching. Have a good day.